Two men gazed from upon the edge of the cliff at a rift which separated them from the city of neon lights that illuminated the sky above. Leagues behind them, dancing like dye, came a roaring wind, wasting the world through fire, a destructive guillotine that would not cease until the world on their side of the cliff was completely enveloped in flame. Heh, Battler said. That was pretty brilliant. Huh? Isaac blinked twice to find himself materializing right as he spoke. Didn't you just see that? His words. They're creating the images right on the spot. Amazing. See? Look. The words are giving me form, allowing me to move, and there, Isaac. There's the dye, and the wind, and the guillotine. But wait, how do you even know my name? We've existed in our Father's mind even before he chose to commit us to paper. I've always known you. Father. Battler watched him tenderly for a moment, but was suddenly brought back to reality at the sound of the abundant danger approaching them. We don't have much time. We have to move now. Wait, why? As Isaac followed Battler's finger, as he pointed at the oncoming wall of death, Isaac immediately understood. How is this even possible? We exist in his world now, see? He pointed at the sentence floating like a leaf trailing in the wind above. There, another one. They're similes. Similes? Better put, a comparison of two unlike things using the words like and as. He put the word in Isaac's palm. It's italicized so it can help you understand. How do you know this? Did Father tell you beforehand? I'm not sure. I just kind of know somehow. The two calmly began to survey their environment, reflecting their flames of curiosity burning inside. Battler broke the silent ponderings. I'm a little worried about that metaphor, though. If we get hit by that thing, it's game over. Another italicized word. Battler shook his head in frustration. Why? Why does it have to be so chaotic? He looked Isaac in the eye. Strength-wise, it has about the same power as a simile, but the metaphor is a little less figurative, and has a more implied meaning to it. It doesn't use like or as like the simile does. Battler paused and clenched his fist. He really wants to destroy everything. But why? I don't know. Father, please. What are you trying to tell us? What are you trying to say? Almost as if the time around them came to a halt, at Battler's anguished yell the world around them faded to a somber white. All at once the two boys understood. Flashback. Isaac moaned as he fell to his knees in despair. Both of them could now see once again that they were standing at the edge of the cliff as well as see the city's luminescence. So it's come to this, has it? Battler said, recovering from his physical inability to speak both from running feverishly and from the fear which diminished his articulation. But he wasn't really surprised, for he had already come to expect this in his heart, for most of his words and hopes had already been spent on the journey to this point. But at this sudden reunion with his past, he exploded in anger. Why? He pounded his fist onto the earth next to his crumpled friend. Why a flashback? Why reveal this to us now? Why show us the events of our past? Why couldn't you leave us safe and secure in our own minds, away from the pit of your strife? His own knees began to buckle under the weight of anguish. He whispered in unbelief. In Amadeus Res? He breathed as he inhaled the choking air. Why answer our prayers to leave this pain far behind, only for you to bring us back to here on this wretched cliff? Why start this shameful tale from the center? It's too much to bear. He turned around and saw Isaac weeping protrusively on the sodden soil. Father, please. How many times have you cried? Enough to sink an army of ships. Daddy, this isn't about us. It was never about us. He said this while leaping into Battler's arms, clutching onto his white jacket. What can we do? Oh, please. Isaac. I'll do anything. Here. He got up and sauntered towards the cliff's edge. Father, I'll jump and make it. I'll show you that this gap can be crossed. Isaac, no! He reached out to him, but it was already too late. Isaac jumped, wailing as he fell into the dark abyss below. Battler screamed, ripped open his jacket, and dug his face into the ground, weeping bitterly at the loss of his friend. He believed in that moment that all was doomed, and upon being cornered to such a dire extreme, and upon hearing the grinding ringing of the guillotine soon upon him, he silently whispered, Deus ex machina. At the last syllable uttered, a shield of brightest truth bore the briar whip of the guillotine, battling his fury until its screeching blade, and the propelling circuitry behind it, finally withering to a dead halt, leaving it all but a dull, harmless glint of rusted steel. The shield, however, after having finished its fated work, shattered into myriad orbs of light, coalescing and remembering its shape, to form a bridge continuing the end of this tale into a timeless infinity. At an instant glance of the city, Battler's trepidation was assuaged. He peered toward at the opposite side of the bridge, and saw Isaac standing there as if he was always there, smiling. Hand of God, you've made a way for me, and unlike the literary plot device used to resolve a struggle, you've shown me my father's heart. Thank you.